Welcome everyone to Locks of Lore. My name is Benny.
And I'm Tash.
This is Locks of Lore, where two hairstylists get real about the life behind the chair.
We are talking client drama, money talks, industry tea, and everything you'd normally only hear in the back room.
Whether you're a stylist or just love the beauty world, welcome to the group chat. Hi everyone.
Hello, friends. We're back.
Hope you had a beautiful week over here, and we're so excited for today's episode, and we're happy that you're back.
I just got home from getting my son's tooth pulled at the dentist.
Worst.
So that was an exciting morning for us. We had to be there at 8 a.m.
Oh, first thing in the morning, nothing like getting a tooth pulled.
Yeah, wake up and straight to the dentist. Poor guy.
Yeah,
But he did really
that
good.
sucks.
He did very, very
Oh,
good.
good.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. I was just up early making sure our episode posted so that we can have it up and ready for everybody. I like to make sure it says it's scheduled, but I still like to
Yay, to make sure that it's
manually check.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
one
yeah,
time it
yeah.
didn't post and I got all scared. So now I just get up
Oh
every
my-
morning on Mondays and I check. So we took a week
Sheesh,
off so we can get back on schedule, and we are here.
We are here. And what are we talking about today, Benny?
So today's episode is actually called Things That Should Be Illegal. Dun, dun,
Ooh.
dun. Dun, dun.
That's
So
a good
the hair court is now in session. But before we get, I sent you some interesting TikTok drama this morning.
Some TikToks.
Yeah.
I loved it. I watched it all. It took me like 2 hours to watch all the videos that you sent me because I never
It
checked my
wasn't
TikTok.
that long. It wasn't that.
It's pretty.
Although I didn't. Did I specify which ones to watch first, or did you just watch all of them?
No, I had to work my way from like the most recent one you sent me all back because you sent me so many all the time. So then I like worked my way back until it wasn't on that same topic anymore.
Okay. Yeah, and then at the very last second, it just all came to like a head. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna fill everybody in. I just randomly went on TikTok this morning, as I do, and there was an influencer. At first, I laughed really hard because the first video, like, it's of this one influencer of her walking into like a hair appointment and being like, so excited, I'm gonna get my hair done or whatever. And then she's sitting there and she has like 2 braids in, and then the next clip is of her packing her hair up and walking out the salon with
At
like
the front
literally 3 braids wisping and the rest of her hair not done. And then she has this like
Still
awkward
short.
laugh, like
Oh, yeah, poor girl.
Oh my
Walking back to her
God.
car, four braids underneath, the rest of her hair still short, no braids. They canceled
so funny.
They canceled the collaboration.
They canceled the collab.
Midway through her.
Not even midway through. They basically
Not even midway through.
Not even midway through. They'd only really done. They had 2 braiders, so I guess one braider started in the back, one started in the front. They disagreed on the sizing, and there is a little bit more to the drama. But long and short, the salon decided to cancel the collaboration, but didn't offer to like take the braids out. Nothing. Just left her sitting there with all her hair out on the counter and just repeated the same sentence.
Not even put it in the bag back for her nicely. She had to even
She's
do that.
bagging it back herself, like.
And then the last TikTok you sent me, she was running to her car with a guy chasing her, like maybe the owner's husband or something, chasing her to her car.
Who's this guy? Yeah,
I don't know. The guy kind of shows up randomly.
So basically, that was an influencer where the salon had asked this influencer to come and get their hair done. That didn't work out, the first video. The second video is somebody who I just noticed right before we came to film this. She was posting a Yelp review that I guess had gotten deleted, or a Google review that somehow had gotten deleted. And in a previous episode, we discussed how that is possible. So I'm wondering how this was able to get deleted. Maybe she said that it was the wrong business. I'm assuming that's what she said, that it was the wrong business, because
or
at the
maybe
end she said, this is make sure you're contacting the right place because this can be really bad if it's the wrong salon. And the girl's like, no girl, you posted me on your Instagram, you posted me on your TikTok, like this was me.
It might have been the first time that she had set up an Yelp account or whatever, right? Because that's, like, I think the main way that those reviews get deleted is if, like, you
Mm,
literally set up an account to make a bad review, so who
yeah.
knows?
I took screenshots of the review because it was really good. It started with photos. So basically this girl had asked for waist length hair, and that's how it's priced. It's priced based on the length, right? So I think it said waist length is around 500, mid back is 4, shoulder length is 300, and that's somehow how it's worked out. So she asked for waist length. And so she said she got there at 6 o'clock in the morning, and the first braider had started, and then an hour and a half in, the second braider had began. The first braider showed her the style and the length of the braids. She even showed her the length of the braid that she was braiding, so there would be no reason why she should have braided my hair to my mid back and not my waist. As the braiders are fitting up my hair at 12:30, the second braider notices that all my hair wasn't tucking in the braids and made several comments about me needing to cut the excess hair, how she didn't like it. So I'm assuming the hair as she was braiding was like sticking out of the braids. And so she just
Yeah.
told her, "Oh, those are dead ends. We have to cut those off." And so this girl said, "No, I don't want you to cut my hair." And so the second braider just proceeded to start cutting her anyways. So once the braids were
Oh.
complete, the second braider went through my hair and cut the excess hair off my braids. After I
Oh,
informed her that I didn't
no.
mind the extra hair, I didn't want to cut it because it was my real hair. I
Well, and
was
her
so
real
upset.
hair like, side note, her real hair, when she pulls it, out because it's so curly, it's probably only 2 inches long, like, an inch and a
Well,
half
no,
to
this
2
is a
inches long,
separate
it's
one.
very short.
This is a different
Oh, okay.
review. Yeah, this is
This
the
is a
last girl
different
where the
girl.
cops
Okay,
were
okay,
called.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see what her hair
Oh,
looked like.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, okay. Got you.
But this is the Yelp review that she somehow got deleted um off of Google, and this happened over the weekend. So all of this is hot off the press.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to Google review that somehow got deleted. Um So I was so upset. I got up from the chair and I went to speak with the manager about what transpired. One, my braids were braided to my mid back and not my waist. Two, my braids were uneven in length. Three, my hair was cut by the second braider after me telling her not to cut my hair. And four, I had two bundles of hair left, but the braider took one. So I don't understand what that means. Maybe she didn't use enough hair. I don't know. Oh yeah, she obviously didn't use enough hair if it didn't go to waist length, right? So,
Yeah,
anyways,
yeah,
and the photo that she showed before, the braids were so uneven. Like there were some that were like 2 whole inches longer than the rest. Just there was no line. It was all over the place.
yeah.
Um, Jalia, that's the name of the salon, and that is the name of the owner, initially listened to my experience, but once I asked for a discount due to my experience, she completely ignored me, refused the discount, and only offered to take all my hair down. At that point, I paid for my service and turned to walk away. Jalia then started yelling at me and for me not to leave the shop until they verified my payment, ordered a man to lock the doors, and I made it to the door before him and stand in front of my car, prevent me from leaving. And so there was videos and photos attached to this, which I didn't get to watch because it was she had screenshotted her Google review that was deleted. But there were videos of her apparently and this guy having an altercation, and there was like a pylon like put right in front of her car so she couldn't drive off. Because the man she sent after me refused to move from my car. So I guess he blocked her in, and so she had to call the police and file a police report. The police even agreed that it didn't receive the service that I paid for. So imagine police officers looking at your hair and being like, "Yeah, that's not waist length nor even."
Yeah,
Like for
even
a
the police can
straight man,
recognize
for a
that?
straight man to be able to recognize that, like,
That's
whoa.
funny. Yeah, that must
Um,
be not yeah, pretty bad.
yeah. And then it just says at the bottom, "I'll never go back. If I could give 0 stars, I would. The owner plays nice until she's cornered and she's not a nice person at all." And that's funny because the first thing I noticed because I watched the response to this from,
Yeah,
the original thing, and the owner seemed very smart. I was like, "You know what, girl? Yeah, that makes sense." Apparently, the owner was saying from the first situation that the girl had came in for this influencer agreement and wanted knotless short braids. And she showed the inspo photo. I don't know if you saw that part. She showed the inspo photo and it was a lot smaller than what she would receive. She received like
yeah,
maybe 2 or 3 times the size of the knot of the
yeah,
like the sectioning. And then she wanted it to be knotless instead of knotted because then it just like lives in a little bit better or a little bit differently.
yeah.
Sorry. And so apparently she called her sister. And so the owner of the salon said that the sister was being disrespectful to the salon, saying that they can't braid, they don't know what they're doing, are they even licensed? And so that's why she said they canceled the appointment. And now this girl is saying that didn't happen. The photos don't look the same, but when you match up what it sounds like it's happening with other people and what she's saying, you almost wanna I don't wanna not believe the salon owner, but it's
Yeah.
hard to believe her when it just is
There's
so
multiple accounts of
convincing.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. I don't know. I think that, maybe like things happen, but when there's multiple reviews that are quite similar, and when you're sending some random guy, whether it's your husband or whatever, to like sick your clients as they're running out the door and trap them,
Who's this
like
guy?
that's on
You
another
just keep a
level. I
goon
don't
nearby?
know. Yeah, goon. That's just I don't know, that's on another level. I don't really think that's very professional at all.
Yeah. But then there was also some other videos that were great. There were other videos that were
Yeah,
great. Like, a girl went there
yeah,
last minute with her and her daughter. They got braids. Braids were done on the spot. They'd walk in. It wasn't even a whatever. Their braids looked beautiful.
yeah,
They were done at the same time. There was multiple snacks given around. They were like, "This isn't." So it's like two completely different ends of the spectrum.
experiences. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but I just really felt sad for the one that left with 4 braids flying in the wind. That
I
poor
feel so
girl.
bad. That poor girl.
I just
Oh,
felt
but that
so
video
bad
will
for
live in my
her.
mind forever. I will
Yeah,
never forget her face.
it is really funny, yeah. The way that she filmed it is really, really funny.
I'm
I
gonna
love that she just
screenshot it and put it on our Instagram
yeah,
so y'all can see
yeah,
it because you
yeah,
have to watch it.
yeah. I love that she just filmed the review or, like, her TikTok right after she walked out so that we could fully see the aftermath of, like, the hair. She didn't even bother taking it out, which was so funny.
Well, what was she gonna do?
Yeah.
Take it out while she was sitting there by herself?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but I love that she didn't.
Me too. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so
So
in the name of today's episode, things that should be illegal, is there anything that you think that should be illegal in salons?
So I've got a couple on my list here.
Okay,
My first
okay.
my first one my first one is going to be from from the stylist perspective, something that a client should do that's illegal is saying do whatever you want, giving us the creative freedom, but then hating it at the end and telling us that we need to
Mm.
fix it. That's something that should be illegal because, giving creative freedom but then turning that back around at the end, not liking it, and asking the stylist to fix it is just not the point, So
No, I completely agree.
that's my first. That's my number 1.
Okay, do you have a
Um,
punishment that you would assign to that?
oh, man. What's a good punishment for that? I mean, walking
I
out,
think they're
getting
sentenced to never know whatever happens to their hair ever.
yeah, exactly, and, like, w walking out with the hair that you got. There's no fix
Yeah,
because it doesn't need to be fixed because you asked for anything that that stylist wants. So, yeah, that's what it is. Your punishment is you forever never know what you're gonna get when you walk into the salon.
yeah,
You're stuck in that
you
loop.
never get to
That's
ask.
it.
Yeah,
No, it's a loop.
you're always at the
Yeah.
mercy of every stylist from now on, forever and for
No
always.
matter who you go
Yeah,
to. Yeah, that's
yeah,
it.
just a blanket appointment of just vagueness. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so my first one is gonna be pretty minor. So I'm gonna start on the light end and then work my way up. And this one is for the
Okay.
stylist. So my first offense is the single formula stylist. Okay. Now this is a
Uh,
minor offense. Okay. Now that this I understand we have our favorites. I can
yeah.
understand that we tend to go towards the things we know that works, but you need to branch out. And I'm gonna
Yes.
sentence this person to either 2 months of mandatory color education or 1 year
Yeah.
of only being able to order 6N, and that's it. You have either 1 tube of
Yeah.
color that you can ever use, or you go to 2 months of color education.
I really hope they choose the color education because
Yeah, I really hope
that's
they choose the color education.
it's a very
Yeah.
sad life as a stylist.
6N for fucking everybody. You
That
can't
sounds
even
like
tone with
hell.
anything else. You really only have 6N.
Yeah.
All your highlights,
Oh.
6N. No bleach. No bleach.
Oh
Every
my
foil,
gosh.
6N. Every
You
root
better
cover,
have a
6N.
you better have a really good personality to retain any clientele if
Yeah.
everybody's just getting a 6N. Like, hopefully
Yeah.
people really wanna spend time with you in your chair.
100%. And you get really
Yeah.
creative with how you get to use that 6N.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Color block with it? Maybe, like, leave some
Yeah.
chunks out of whatever they're coming in with from the previous time
Yeah.
to, like, make it feel a little different, a little more
Yeah.
alternative?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Switch it up. Something new.
Yep. Yep. Okay, I've got one for us. Again, coming from the clients, something that is illegal that the client shouldn't be doing. No showing your appointment.
Oh, 100%.
100%
100%.
illegal. This
100%
is
illegal.
punishable by jail time. And
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, jail time, a massive fine, thousands of
How
dollars
long in
of a
jail?
fine. At least a year.
Yeah.
At least a
Yeah.
year in jail, at
Yeah.
least, minimum.
Like
Um,
real jail or no hair jail?
both,
Both.
both. You
Well, I
you
guess you
go
can't
into
get your hair done
jail.
in jail.
No, so you're gonna shave it in jail anyways. So,
Shaved head? You better look good with
yeah,
no hair. Whoa.
someone in jail will shave your head, yeah, and then that's just gonna be it, for no showing us as a stylist because that is a good, you know, 1 to full day that we miss out on our appointment, that we miss out
Mhm.
on pay, that we miss out on being able to, take somebody that was on a wait list in that spot. At least if we have a little bit of a heads up, we can fill that spot. But with a
Yeah.
no-show, we're left sitting there, not getting paid with a wait list and nothing we can do about it because it's too last minute. So I think that
Yeah.
that's a very fair punishment. Jail
I
time.
agree. And at the very
Yeah,
least, if you had given a heads up, that person could know to have the time off, not be stressed like,
exactly.
oh, I gotta fill like if you can't fill it, then you're like, well, at least I'm gonna go get a good lunch. And I know that I've got
Yeah,
an hour and a half for that.
yeah.
But
I've
yeah.
had a few over the years where it's like my first client of the day, and so of course, like I'm always there
Oh,
at least
that's the
half an hour early.
worst.
So it's like I get to work half an hour early. I open the salon, I set it all up, and then it's like cricket, cricket. The client's not showing up.
No.
Literally, like I have 2 kids. I have to get them up. I have to get them to school. I have to get to the salon early, get myself ready, open up the salon. Like everything takes time and everything costs money. And then to not show up, you're going to jail.
Oh,
That's
and
it.
especially your first appointment of the day. Now your whole
Yeah.
energy of the whole day is just gonna be fucking
It's thrown
fried.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, mine that I have for the client, is gonna be the rubbernecker. There's somebody who can't keep their fucking neck in the right spot. You move it, they put it back. They're always
Oh,
looking in the
yeah.
wrong spot. Um, my punishment for you is cold coffee, and not iced coffee, just room temperature coffee that has dairy in it, that's sat on the counter for
Oh,
maybe 3
yeah.
to 4 hours, and you
Yeah.
can never have warm coffee again. It's just mildly inconvenient. You can still drink it, you'll get caffeine, you'll get a buzz, but it just is a little bit annoying and probably a little gross, and it feels the same when your head just doesn't wanna
Yeah.
stop moving.
And to the really bad, rubbernecking client, I'm gonna say burning hot coffee, because as you're trying to
Oh,
sip your coffee
yeah.
and you're moving your head all around, you're spilling it all over the place and it's burning you.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe that's a alert for you to realize that you should be sitting a little more still, right?
Yeah, and at the right angle. Yeah.
Yeah, because if, like, you can't take, like, a gentle sip of your hot coffee, how are we supposed to be, like, closely highlighting, your hair?
Or even
It's not
better, I'm
easy.
gonna sentence you to only being able to read fine print never anything large, and only and ever
Yeah.
in a moving car. So
Yeah,
car
and no
moving,
glasses.
turning,
Yeah,
no glasses, left, right,
no.
up, down, hills, everything. Fine print,
Yeah,
and you have to read that book. Try doing
yeah,
that for the
with a
rest of your life.
coffee in your lap too.
Boiling hot coffee.
Boiling hot from McDonald's, that one that had a lawsuit that burned somebody.
The first ever McDonald's coffee that burned someone. Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
that
be it.
lawsuit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's actually suitable punishment, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, good one, Tav.
Um, okay, here's one that's actually for the stylist. Something
Okay.
that should be illegal, and I really think that we all do it and have done it in our career. We're
Oh,
all
no, I'm scared.
punishable. We're all deserving of a punishment for this one. Overworking ourselves, never eating, never drinking, and never peeing during like a full 8-hour plus shift. We are all
Yeah,
guilty of this one, and we are all punishable. What do you think our punishment should be for this one, Benny?
paid vacation.
Paid vacation. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
Paid
that'll solve that.
vacation.
Paid vacation, what the hell is even
Quarterly.
that? Yeah, quarterly.
Quarterly paid
Yeah,
vacations,
yeah,
to some type of resort where we literally
yeah,
have to do nothing, and even someone is there, like, styling our hair for us every day because
yeah.
we style everybody else's hair every day, so we deserve a little treat every once in a while. Quarterly.
Also, Uber credits. I want Uber credits. I want Uber Eats
Yeah.
credits. Send me lunch.
Oh, yeah. Uber Eats credits would be really nice to feed us. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we don't eat.
If there was
Yep.
food, I'd eat it.
Yeah, but there isn't. There's never food.
Yeah.
I literally have in the back of my salon for a little while there, I was really into eating dates with, like, some kinda nut, and
Okay.
so, like, I I was, like, doing that for a little while,
Why is that
and
so
then I got
funny?
s it's 'cause it's gross, and then I got
Really?
sick of
What
it,
kind of nut?
and now oh, like, pecan maybe or something, like, it was kinda like a little chocolate bar, like
Mm,
a healthy chocolate bar, but now, like, the only thing that's in the back of my salon is just a little Tupperware full of dates, and that's it. Like, that's all that I have as an option to eat, which
sometimes you're like, "Fuck it, give me 2."
well, when you're, like, shaking because 'cause you're starving to death, like,
Yeah.
in the back room, that's at least there's a date or 2 to, like, gnaw on,
Although,
but
did you know that if you took that date and you took a pecan, you put some peanut butter on it, and then you coated it in chocolate and you froze it, you basically
yep.
have a healthier version of a Mars bar?
Well, and that's the thing is, like, that's kinda what I was trying to do was, like, make a healthy tasty little chocolatey like flavor treat, but you eat the
Yeah.
same thing like anything, like you eat the same thing day after day after day. You get
I have a big
you
thing
get a
of dates on
little
top of my fridge, and I'm gonna go and have one as
see?
soon as we're
Oh,
done
now
this
you're gonna
episode
go.
now, 'cause I'm like, haven't had that in a
Nice.
while."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there
Yeah.
you go. That's your punishment. Eat all your dates in your
Perfect.
jar.
'Kay,
Okay.
'kay.
What's yours, Benny?
Um, my next offense is pretty mild. It's the free pour colorists. So,
Oh, that's a common one
yeah,
too.
that's really common, and I get it, sometimes you wanna be fast and whip something together, but I mean the person that doesn't believe they have to use a whisk, that they just
Yep.
do whatever, and so to
Yep.
them, I'm either gonna sentence either 8 months in community service or for 10 years of soggy food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
Check
what
proportions
do you
out
know
then.
yeah. Do you know what I would like to, punish them with?
What?
Is having their color never actually work out when they free pour.
Well, it basically never fucking does. And then they call us and ask for a
Well,
color class, and then they're like, "Well, why are my roots hot?" And it's like, "Well, how much fucking develop did you put in there?" And they're like, "Well, I don't know how much develop put there." And you ask them, "How'd you
yeah,
fucking mix it?" And then they say, "I don't know. I just grabbed the developer and I grabbed the tube of color." I'm like, "Did you use a fucking scale?" And they say, "No." And I'm like, "Well, why do you even have a fucking class education if you're not even gonna have me teach you how to use fucking color?"
yeah, that
Sorry,
you
had
say
to
it,
get that
Benny.
out.
You say it, Benny. Everybody listen up, 'cause that is such a common, what am I trying to say? Like, when we're teaching a class, that's, like, one of the biggest, like, troubleshoots that we get is people are like, literally, that's the fix is Are you
Yeah.
actually measuring your color? Are you actually mixing it accordingly to the instructions?
Yeah.
And they say no, and then they do, and then their color turns out, right? It's like,
Like, what? Like, okay,
okay, and you
so
need
this
an
company
educator for
spent
that?
right? This company spent
Yeah,
millions of dollars to develop a product. They've tried every
yeah,
single color developer ratio that could possibly be imagined, and they developed
exactly.
that this was the perfect way for it to always be right. And
Yeah.
you decided somehow in your fucking back room that your ratio, whatever hell came up,
Is
was going to
better.
somehow be better than the millions
Yeah.
of dollars that have been spent developing a fucking product. And then you're gonna wonder
Lol.
why it doesn't work or why one half of your highlights developed and the other half is still orange?
Yeah, or why
Like,
your lightener is bleeding. Maybe it's because you made it a little too watery with too much developer
yeah,
mixed in. Of course
yeah,
it's gonna bleed. Of course it's gonna
of
bleed if you're
course.
not measuring properly.
And
Of
what
course
lift
it's
are you
gonna
gonna
drip.
possibly get from this freaking highlight,
Exactly. Is it
you
gonna be
know?
uneven? Probably.
Well, yeah, because you probably mixed a different bowl before that properly or hopefully close to, so the other half
Yeah,
is
so
lifted
true.
and, then the other bowl and so people are wondering why does one half my head never lift right, and it's like, because you always rush mix a 1-2 bowl for those foils, like,
1-2 bowl. So
yeah.
true. Yep.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's my beef.
And, did we say their punishment?
Yeah, I said 1 year actually, no, I said 10 years of soggy food.
Oh, right, we're back to that one, 10 years
Yeah.
of soggy
Yeah.
food. Right, right,
10
right,
years
right,
of
right,
soggy
and
food.
mine is for your color never to be working out. Okay, I
Yeah. Well,
forgot
I
about
think
that
that's already
punishment. Okay.
happening, so
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like every once in a while, though, there's that one stylist that it just, like that claims anyways, and I'm in quotation marks, claims that the color turns out every time. And I for that stylist, especially in a class, when you're sitting in a class and you're trying to, like, let everybody understand why it's so important to mix, and then you get the one stylist in the class that's like, "Oh, I never do, and it always turns out fine." That specific stylist, I bless you with your color never working out because you need to learn your lesson there
I
for 1 year.
actually am going to say that for that stylist, I'm gonna forward every single class request and call that I get from every single person to you.
Yeah,
And
that's a good
you
one,
can
actually.
actually just answer all those questions with the same response. I don't
Yeah,
know,
because
because you just
yeah.
do whatever the fuck you want anyways.
Yeah, because why don't you teach the class instead of us? So that's a great one. Okay, here we go. For the stylist, making assistants do everything for you while you're taking all the
Mm,
credit, which I feel
mm,
like is something that a few episodes back we talked about with all that Hair by Chrissy drama, right?
yeah,
Having your stylist be doing all your work for you, but then your name being on that hair, that,
yeah,
video,
yeah.
that reel, that whatever. What should the punishment be for that one? I don't know, I'm trying to think.
Oh, it sucks because I feel like that's corporate everything. That's
It
just,
is. It is, and
it's the way it works and it
it
sucks.
it does suck.
It sucks.
I think that the punishment is your name's not on anything anymore, and your stylists are gonna get all the credit and all of the claps and all of the, you know, may all of their dreams come true for working so hard for your name. I hope that
I
they
also
are
think that you should
recognized.
swap paychecks with that person for 2 months.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
They deserve that. They deserve
yeah,
that.
every
They
year
work
until you
hard.
decide to
They
put their
work
name on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom, pay 'em, pay me,
Boom, paid. Paid.
pay. Ooh, okay, so let me see, what do I have next here? Okay, so the next one I have is I actually consider this pretty fucking severe, but some people just think it's whatever. So using 40 volume and bleach. I
Oh.
I don't think it's ever I don't think it's ever a good idea. I don't think there's ever really a good time where I think, "Hey, I'm gonna mix this highly, you know, the very dangerous product with the most dangerous developer, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
see what happens. And it's always the same person. It's like, yeah, I want them done in 15 minutes. Who the fuck is that busy? What the
Mhm.
and, like, how long are these people gonna have hair on their heads? How much
They're
breakage do you
not.
have? It's just
Yeah.
so scary. So, I am going
Yeah.
to either like I said, it's pretty severe, so I'm gonna say 2 years jail time, and if there's any breakage on your clients, 5 years minimum and your license revoked, or you taste test all your formulas. So, if you wanna put that on your client's head, you have to take a bite of it first. See what
Ooh,
happens.
or yeah, put it on your hair first, swatch it on your own hair, that 40 volume, and
Yeah, and your
see
scalp.
how that feels. Right on your
Yeah,
scalp, yeah, that's what I was gonna
every
say, it
day
has
and
to go right
every
on your
client.
scalp.
Yeah, on
In
the
the
same
same
spot,
spot.
actually. Yeah,
Yeah, on the same spot, actually. Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
yeah. If you're gonna put it on
That's
them,
a
you
good
better really
one.
put it on your hair.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah,
that only makes sense. You have to be
I
able to
like that.
feel how it feels, right? I like that too, that's a
Yeah,
totally fair punishment.
totally fair punishment.
Okay, for the clients out there, and I feel like this is one that we hear a lot, telling us that you lift warm. Good one, right?
Good one, good one, good
How
one.
often do we hear that? We hear that daily behind the chair. "Oh, you
I
lift
lift
warm. Okay,
really
good to
warm.
know. Oh, you lift orange. Oh, okay, yeah, you have warm undertones? Okay, we'll make a
Oh,
note of
your hair
that.
is red underneath all of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a note of
Oh.
that. Yeah, because
Yo,
you
that is
oh, because you
so
have, like
fucking good.
yeah, because you have, like, Irish ancestry, that's why you lift warm? We hear that so often. So often.
Yo,
Everybody lifts
the
warm.
jumps that people go through to and it's like, I wonder, do they just think that, or did some stylist tell them, "Oh, you just live really warm?" Like,
Yeah.
how does this get put in somebody's head? Who told
I
you
don't
that?
kn I don't know, but I we hear it all the time, and I know that, it's not the client's fault. They don't need to know that that's just globally
How
how hair
all
lifts.
hair
It does
lifts?
not
Yeah.
matter. It does not matter what color of hair you have. It does not matter what the color of your skin is. Everybody's hair lifts warm. It's
Yeah.
just a universal fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Unless you are a natural level 9, you are just gonna lift to white. Everybody
yeah.
else everybody else is gonna lift with some warmth.
Yeah, and even those natural level 9s, they're not gonna lift to an ash white. They're still
Of
gonna
course
lift,
not. Of
no,
course not.
no.
No.
So they're still
No.
gonna lift warm, just in
You're
a
still gonna
softer
have
way
some
because
yeah, some level
yeah,
10 white
so
warm that can be so nice.
exactly, like a nice, like, buttery
Yeah.
level 10. Their
Ooh, I'm
punishment,
yearning for a fucking bleach out now. All this talk about bleaching out hair, I'm like, "Ah,
yeah,
give it to
right.
me."
I know I've been staring at your roots. There's literally none.
I actually am looking like there's quite a lot of roots right now. I might have to
Oh my
bleach that
god.
next week.
The punishment for telling us that you lift warm.
Ooh,
Oh, what's it
only
gonna
ever having
be,
warm hair,
Benny?
never a cool toner.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. You never have the option to even go cool because we may as well just
Yeah,
go with it. "Oh, you lift warm? Okay, well, we're gonna take
you
you
can only
copper
tone warm
then."
too. Since
Yeah,
you
because
lift warm, you can only tone it either
you
warm
must
or
have,
warm.
like, a great-great-great-grandfather that's Scottish, and so
Yeah,
because of that, we're just gonna keep you copper.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, because you lift so warm, like, we may as
Nope,
well just
well,
bring
you
it
only
out.
get gold or copper as a toner from now on, so
Yeah,
hope you like being
yep,
warm.
yep. So that's it. Okay.
Ginger red.
Yep.
So I have one for the client, and this one isn't a big offense, but it just kind of annoys me. It's the immediate tucker. It's the person that just gets their hair done
Mm.
and they tuck it behind their ears. why did you ask
Mm.
me to cut you a curtain bang if you're just gonna tuck it behind your ears before you even leave? Just wait. Just wait. Just wait 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
And to take that to another level, the ones that put a cap right back on their head after
Oh, I would
a
never.
their
I would
baseball
never.
hat or whatever
I
to
would
walk
never.
back out the
Oh,
door. Yeah,
why'd you even come here?
that's a very punishable one for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And my punishment for that is no blowouts ever. Fine. You don't want it to look
Yep.
nice? Then cool. Just walk out with wet hair.
My punishment for that is, you're gonna get your ears cut off next time, so you have nothing to tuck your hair behind.
No ears? Just so severe? Just cuts off someone's ears?
Fully,
Oh, you wanna tuck that,
fully.
eh?
So watch out, watch
Yo,
out.
yo, never tuck your hair around Tash. That's so scary.
No,
Thank
and you
God my
know
hair is
what?
so short now.
Yeah, and you know what? Give me that hat, I'm gonna cut it.
Yeah. I think
I'm
that's
gonna
more
cu
appropriate is to
Yeah,
cut
I'm gonna
someone's
cut that
hat,
hat.
cut someone's whole ears off. Oh my
Just a
God.
Who is it? Van Gogh? A
Just
Vincent
bites
Van Gogh
off the
moment.
client's ear right in front of them as they're paying. Just,
Yeah,
none much.
not tucking
Whoa.
that anymore.
Can't even hear me. Get out of here.
No. Can't even hear me.
So much for this
Not even
podcast.
funny.
Doesn't even have ears.
Podcast flops?
Just stops completely. All our audiences have no ears,
Uh,
so we might as well stop the podcast. Tash just keeps going around and fucking eating
Just
everybody's ears.
just cut them all off. I wasn't thinking that was too
Uh,
severe of a punishment. It punished us in the end.
yeah, I think it really came back to bite us in
I'm
the
sorry,
ass.
everybody. I won't cut your ear off. That was Benny's thing anyways. I don't mind when people tuck. I think a tuck is cute.
You love a good tuck, huh?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love a good tuck. Yeah, I do.
All right, Tash, do you have any more for me?
Oh god. Yeah, okay. My next one is for the stylist, not communicating clearly enough when it comes to our what's it called, Benny?
I don't know what you're trying to tell us.
When you come in for our chat, our
Consultation?
consultation. So,
Yeah.
this one, not communicating well enough from the stylist side during our consultation, what's achievable and what's not. So kind of over promising something that the stylist knows in the back of their head is probably not achievable today, and then sending
Mm.
that client out not happy because you overpromised and underachieved. And I think that that's a really good learning lesson for stylists out there. And I think that, especially earlier on in our careers, as we're kind of learning what we can do and what we can't,
Uh-huh.
I think that
Yeah.
everybody's done that, once or twice. We can
Yeah.
all admit to that. And I think that especially as we have years under our belt of doing hair, that should be a punishable crime because we know when that stylist is sitting in our chair 98% of the time we know whether we can achieve that, inspiration photo or not, or at least close to. So,
Yeah, but like you
what's a
said
good
in the
punishment?
beginning, they don't really know. They just hope that it can get there. So, I
Yeah.
feel like that would be something that I would probably say you have a couple of strikes before I would give an offense for that because I think you kind of
Yeah.
need to
I
learn
think
in the
that's fair.
beginning how severe it can be to
Yes.
overpromise and underdeliver.
Yes.
Always much better to underpromise and overdeliver every time. I'd always like to say,
Exactly.
"That's a great inspiration. Hopefully, we can get you there in a few appointments, but for now, let's try and get you towards this," saying
Yeah.
things like that towards your clients. So, I would
Ease
probably
our
say
way
something to
into it.
that effect. Like, I would give, like,
Yeah.
a
So,
3 strikes, and then you get something.
yeah, let's give them a few strikes to sort of learn their lessons because like I said, we all kind of have to do that once or twice as stylists to sort of learn ourselves. But a good punishment for that. Hmm. What's a good punishment for that one?
I think actually, what I think is that their punishment ties into what my next one is. So I'm
Oh,
going to say what my next one is and then say a similar punishment for both because
okay.
I would like to make my next offense for the scam stylists or the scam artists out there
Oh, yeah.
who will overpromise, overcharge, never deliver. So I want them to be the maximum offense. And so this I would say after you've had your 3 strikes, I would now say that you'd classify as a scam artist because now this is just
Uh,
your that's just your MO, right?
yes.
You are now just trying to sell something you know you can't deliver, so you're trying to scam people. And so
Yeah.
I would say that the offense for this is well, depending on how severe it is. On the low end, I would say at every restaurant you go to, the food never comes out the way you ordered it. You ask for one thing and it always
Mm,
comes out something else. And if it's a
yeah.
little more severe, I say that you're not allowed to purchase anything in store and you're only ever allowed to purchase everything online. But everything you purchase online comes in the wrong size, the wrong color, the wrong item. Nothing is refundable, nothing is returnable. So you know what it feels
Awful.
like to be scammed every
Yeah.
single time.
That's an awful punishment, and it's something that you can live with, so you're just gonna have to keep living your life that way. It's not like you're in jail for life or anything like that, but
Yeah.
that's too bad that that's gonna happen to you kinda thing,
I mean, on the more
over and
severe
over
end,
and
there
over
should
again.
probably be 100% jail for people that are actually really
I
scamming you,
Yeah,
but
I think that there are maybe actual jail sentences for scam artists out there.
oh,
So
100%. Yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah, I mean, if you qualify, you could really go
yeah,
to jail for that one.
yeah, yeah. Real hair
So,
court.
real
That's
j yeah,
yeah.
real and we'll be the judge of that. We'll be
Ooh,
Can you
Judge
imagine, like
Judy.
yeah, I was just gonna say we're like Judge
Yeah,
Judy behind the thing deciding.
yeah, 100%.
That
I
would be
actually
so
really
fun,
think
actually.
that we would be really good in that because we're good at finding really interesting ways to punish people. So I would
Yeah,
love
and
to
I
do
also
this for a
do you know
living.
what? I also think we'd be really good at that because you and I, although we're always kinda on the same level, we both often take different perspectives of
That is
things, I
very
find with
true.
us. Yeah, I find that we both come from different angles and a lot of times to get to the same point, but
Yeah.
I think we'd be a fair judge because of that, because we'd really listen and we'd both look at it from all different perspectives.
Should we go to law school?
Yeah, I think we should go to law school.
You
Wow.
know what? I've always wanted
Okay.
to live out my Legally Blonde fantasy, so
Oh, yeah, you would look
Harvard,
so good
here we
doing it.
fucking come. Like,
Here
let's go.
we come.
Oh,
Oh, I can't
so
wait to live in
excited
a
for that.
dorm with you.
I know, right? And I already have the little
Yeah.
dog that's gonna come around with me to class all the time, a little bruiser.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's perfect.
I really am
Wow.
slowly living my Legally Blonde fantasy right now.
Yeah, that's it. We're closing down our salons. Here we come,
Yeah,
law school.
yeah. Law school.
Okay,
What? Like it's hard? I love her.
Okay, here's my next one. Pretending as a stylist that bond builder replaces all skill.
Oh.
So, I know that there's a lot of stylists out there using bond builders that really do know what they're doing and they're smart about it, but there's a lot of other stylists out there that are just, adding bond builder into everything, kind of even going along with Benny's like 40 volume lightener, but it's
Mhm,
okay because we're putting bond builder into it. But is that really
mhm.
okay? Is
Eh,
that really gonna like make the hair invincible? No, it's not.
no, no. You know what? That's a really, really good one, and I think a lot of people rely on those tools and don't realize
Yeah,
that they are tools. They are not a fail-safe. It is not, you know, a steel net that's not gonna let anything through. You still have to have some precaution when you're using these products, you know? And I'm gonna
exactly.
piggyback on top of that and add on root shadows and root melts to cover up your shitty highlights. What
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck, man? You can't just cover
Yeah.
up all those lines afterwards with a fucking 6N permanent and expect the hair to look good as that grows out.
That's gonna be that's the perfect career for that 6N punishable crime.
Oh, you
That one
100%. Well, no,
yeah,
they don't even have any
100%.
lightener. So what
No, they
highlights?
don't.
Where
Yeah,
are you gonna
what
cover your
highlights?
6N
That's
highlights
true.
with 6N?
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, that's a good one for sure. And what's a great punishment for that one, Benny?
Ooh,
Maybe
that
I
is a
actually
good
think, like,
question.
I think a good punishment, but more just like, a friendly punishment is those stylists needing to take proper education on how to properly use bond builders and how, how to understand that they aren't just, like, making the hair invincible, that you still have to understand the chemistry of it all.
I have a punishment for those peeps, and I think it's quite
What is it?
fitting. I think they should
Okay.
have 5 bleach outs back to back on their own head with bleach in 30 or 40 volume only and bond builder, processed for
Yeah.
minimum 30 to 50 minutes each round. See how much hair you've got left on your head.
Okay, so yours is more like the
Yeah,
hands-on
yeah,
self-learning experience.
yeah,
Okay, a little
yeah,
harsher, but I think
yeah.
it may actually, like, drill the
Oh,
learning
yeah.
experience in a little deeper than my punishment, which is just taking classes for it, which, some people take away stuff from classes and others don't, so that's fair. Yours is gonna be a little more of a learning lesson, I think.
They're gonna fucking learn after that. They're gonna know
Yeah,
exactly either how much their hair can handle or much their hair cannot handle. And
yeah,
I'm very excited to see your before and after photo because you're gonna look
yeah.
like me.
Please send them to Locks of Lore.
Yes, at gmail.com. And on that note, you can also send us your letters and anything else you would love for us to add onto this game that you think should be illegal in salons. We want to
Oh
hear
my
what you
goodness.
think should be illegal in salons.
I've got one more. Do you have any more?
Ooh, I actually don't have any more. I'd love to hear yours.
Okay, good. I'm gonna finish off with this one, and this one is just one that's near and dear to my heart. And this one goes out to all the salons out there. Please stop gendering your appointments and please stop
Mm,
misgendering your clients before they even walk in the door. And I think this one is punishable by taking some classes out there about how to be a little bit more of a safer space for all people.
I think they should walk around naked for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah. Yeah.
yeah. You want
I
to
think that
gender
yeah.
someone? Let's see what your gender is right away. Okay, what you got under there? Huh? You wanna
Maybe.
hide? How about that? Let's go.
Yeah, so that's where
Yeah,
I'm gonna finish off. I feel like everybody can take something from that to just make everyone feel a little more welcome in their spaces. So whichever
mhm.
punishment you wanna choose, you can choose my punishment. It's a little gentler. Just, learn how to be a kinder human, or you can take Benny's punishment, which is a little harsher, but
Yeah, or
maybe
you could
more
just
fun.
chop your fucking ear off and just fucking
Or you
never touch your hair
can
again. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true. I had some harsh punishments too. We're all over the
yeah.
board.
I guess really it depends on what annoys Tash more. Like, clearly
Yeah.
tucking your ears is the top of the list of things that Tash thinks should be
It's really
punishable.
not though. That was
Everything
your
else?
that was your critique. That wasn't even my punishment. Like I said, I love a good tuck. I just thought that was a great punishment for a tuck. If
I know,
for
I'm never
someone
gonna
that
let you
really does
forget it.
not does not love a tuck, uh
Yeah.
yeah, cut an ear
And then
off.
actually, in fact, now I'm gonna come up with lots of lore merch with Van Gogh pictures on it
Oh my
and no
god. That's
no ears.
such a good idea. That's such a good idea. I love that for us. Would anybody buy that?
Yeah, if
Would
you
anybody
would,
wear
just let us know. Just send me a
Yeah,
text. Send us a message
we
on
can
Locks of Lore on our
yeah,
Instagram.
we can get those happening as soon as
Yeah.
possible once we start getting orders, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. Cool, cool,
Okay.
cool, 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 cool,
Cute.
cool.
Cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Alright.
We hope that you have an amazing week, and we're very happy that you were here with us again.
Yes, thank you for coming along to our I feel like this is kind of our second game that we've done on Locks of Lore, but I really enjoy the game episodes. I think that they're really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I like when we gamify things. It just makes it really
Yeah,
enjoyable.
yeah, so I'm sure we'll keep them coming, and again, send us any letters, any game ideas. We love them all. We love to hear from
Yeah.
you.
And we'd love to hear what you think is illegal. Hair court
Yes,
is no longer in session.
in
Dun,
session.
dun. That was the yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, 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 yeah.
We'll see you again next week. Thank you for tuning in.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye. That wraps up today's episode of Locks of Lore. If this conversation hit close to home, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a stylist who needs to hear it.
You can find us on social media at Benny_and the Jets.
And at tashpotatoes_hair.
If you've got a story, question, or a salon situation you want us to break down, send it our way, anonymously always, at locksoflorepodcast@gmail.com.
Until next time, know your worth,
Protect your energy.
and we'll see you behind the chair.